Looking at our section A, on short questions. For the first question is daylight saving time. Is a practice whereby certain countries move their time 1 hour. Obviously, is forward in the summer months, which we would be. And moving on to number 2, the annual global sporting event held in Wimbledon in the United Kingdom showcases the top dish in the world. So it is the top tennis players in the world. B. Number 3, accommodation that best suits a group of gap year tourists stay in Cape Town on a low budget. So number 3, we have C, green elephant backpackers. So we have our C as the correct response. Number 4, in February 2020, global travel restrictions were introduced by many countries as a result of the coronavirus outbreak. It was in China, which we have on D. And this is caused by a larvae entering a patient's body that can be avoided by staying out of potentially contaminated rivers. Is bilharzia, which we have on A. And number 6, tourists visiting the Isimangaliso Wetland Park World Heritage Site can view the natural beauty of swamps and long sand beaches, which we have on A. Number 7, a document required when purchasing foreign currency before departing on overseas holiday. It's a valid air ticket is the most appropriate. On number 8, this icon is located in, so we have the icon that we have, and it is located in Jordan, which we have on D. For number 9, the time in date in Moscow, Russia, +4, when it is 900 hours on 1 January in New York, USA, -5. So in that case, we calculate using the times was given. We've got Russia +4, and then we've got USA -5. So when it is 9 o'clock in New York, so it means the difference between the two, we are having 4 -5, so we are having 4 +5, which will give us a 9 hours difference. So we see that the time that is being asked is Moscow, and Moscow is ahead. So it means we are going to say ahead because it's a plus, and then USA is a minus, which means it's behind. So if you say the 0900 that we have, and then we get 9. So let's see that you're going to get your answer is 1800. So it's going to be 1800 hours, which you are having on A. And move on to number 10. They should contribute to the safety at an attraction. So the correct response is C, a crisis management plan. And move on to number 11. The term used when referring to daily changes in the value of currency. It is the fluctuations. So we'll check which one is the correct one. The term used when referring to daily changes in the value of currency is fluctuations. It's D. Measures taken by tourism business to address bad customer service will contribute to. So according to responses we have, the most appropriate is increased profitability. The image below represents the dash pillar of sustainable tourism. It is the environmental pillar. So we have environmental B. Right, moving on to number 14, an unforeseen occurrence that caused massive destruction in Australia during 2019 and 2020. It is bushfires. We have B. Number 15. Staff members from the Grand West Casino in Cape Town took time off their busy schedules to do repairs and renovations to the nearby SOS Children's Village to make the buildings a little better for all who live in the children's home. This is an example of a corporate social investment which we have on A. Then we go to number 16. Garden is South Africa's top African-led travel markets. We see that according to response that we have got Zimbabwe and Lesotho. And number 17, a traveler who must catch a second flight or en route to his or her final destination is said to be dash while waiting at the airport in transit, which is C. Number 18, the procedure followed in the collection of the 1% tourism levy. TOMSA collects the 1% tourism levy paid by hotels and the car rental companies. So C is the correct response. And number 19, narcotic substances for personal use are regarded as dash by SARS are prohibited goods. So we have A. Number 20, construction and specifically its roof's design makes this architectural masterpiece a welcome sight to visitors. So according to responses on number 20, we would be Sydney Opera House. So that will move on to the next section, whereby it reads, choose the name of the world icon provided in the list below that best fits the location indicated on the world map. Add only the name of the world icon next to the question number. So on 1.2.1, it is the Tower Bridge. So on this part, we have the Tower Bridge. And on 1.2.2, we have the Red Square. On 1.2.3, we have the Great Wall of China. Then on 1.2.4, we have the Mount Everest. And then 1.2.5, we have the Sphinx. So basically, that's what we have on that part. One point 3.1, a traveler visiting Central Africa can be vaccinated against. So the correct that we have for that part, it is yellow fever. Then on 1.3.2, international travelers should dash, obviously, according to our responses. On 1.3.2, we have the second part being the correct response. Place copies of their passports in their check-in luggage. 1.3.3, a tourist destination wanting to attract environmental conscious tourists should market on. So this one is www.greenglobe.com, which we have on this part. So then we've got architects designing an environmentally friendly hotel should consider this. So this one is including big windows, including big windows in the room is the correct response. And 1.3.5, the two most expensive items when combining a hotel budget are, so according to our responses, is transport and accommodation. So that's what we have on that part. Then we move on to the next part, which is now 1.4. Of course, the first description is a transaction that takes place over a computerized network, either among accounts at the same bank or to different accounts at separate financial institutions. So the correct is B, it is an EFT. So we have B. The 1.4.2, a marketing drive to promote South Africa in the Southern African region to the world. It is Indaba, which is A. 1.4.3, a world's largest electronic payment messaging system used by banks to communicate payment instructions to each other. So it says that we have got further responses given, and the correct one is SWIFT, which we have got F. So we have F. 1.4.4, a check which you can buy from a bank in order to pay someone who is not willing to accept a personal check. It is a bank draft, which we have got G. Bank draft. And 1.4.5, the leading consumer travel outdoor and adventure show in South Africa. It is the Gateway Show, which is we have got D. So that is what we have on that part. And then on the next part now, we have to connect the internet-related travel application portrayed in the images below with functions given, right? The question numbers are, of course, in that way. So we've got A to C to choose from. So the first one is saying provides direction. That is 1.5.1. Provides directions and information on roadworks, places of interest, and rest stops along the chosen route. So on that one, the correct match that we have is B. We have B. Then 1.5.2 gives up-to-date information about flights, their status, and check-in times. We have C is the appropriate on 1.5.2. 1.5.3, a smartphone application that provides the user with up-to-date information about global diseases. The correct one that we have, we've got E. E is the correct one. So we have World Health Organization on E. It offers a virtual tour of the destination. So I'll check again. So the correct one is A, Google. Or number 5, allows travelers the opportunity to obtain reviews about hotels, restaurants, and destinations. The correct one that we have is D. So we have D. On that part. So basically, this is what we have on our section A with a total of 40 marks, and this is what we have according to this video. Thank you for listening, and hopefully the video was helpful. Let's not forget to subscribe and share to our channel, and share the link to our colleagues who are doing the talk tourism. As for this video, I'm signing out. We meet again.